Vokai chuckled to himself quietly. Skylar headed to the door as well. Jimmy slid the door open, then stepped outside. Suddenly, in one single motion, Jimmy fell back slightly and started to cough. A bit. He looked down and saw blood coming from his torso. He looked in front of him and saw a hand thrust into his chest. "Yo, Jimmy! What are you doing?" "Go," Axel said as he grabbed Jimmy's shoulder. When Axel did this, Jimmy fell back to the ground and started to cough out violently. With the doorway cleared, Axel, Skylar, and Jamal looked outside and saw Vokai with his arm stretched out and his hand covered with red liquid. Jamal, baffled, quickly turned around to see that Vokai was no longer in his previous spot. In one motion, Vokai swung his wet red hand. Blood splattered onto Skylar, Axel, and Jamal. The crimson-red liquid hit them in the face and soaked into their clothes. Jimmy struggled and shook as he continued to cough wildly. Fluid continued to spill from the open wound in his chest and mouth. Axel fell onto the floor in shock. Skylar saw the streak of blood across her shirt. She took her shaking hands and slowly wiped her face. She stared in horror at her hands covered in red, then stepped back screaming at the top of her lungs. "Now then, are you ready to take this game a tad more serious?" Vokai smiled menacingly, holding out his gore-covered hand as Jimmy's body rested on the ground.